I mean, I knew I was going into a surgery and I didn't know what was really going to happen this time. So yeah, there was a lot of anxiety. And then I just gave it up to God and said, do what you got to do. December 13th, Monday. I just remember having to get up really early in the morning. I wasn't thinking about the surgery as much as I needed to make sure I got there on time. They took me back probably around 8:30 and put me in a pre-op room. I sat in there for another 3 hours before they came to wheel me back. That was when I started thinking, luckiest girl alive. The tumor was about 1 centimeter behind my brow bone, so they didn't need to take out the bone in my face, and they didn't need me to give up a rib to rebuild my face.
Back in here. This is going to be your home for a few hours.
So when I woke up in recovery, Deke was sitting there, and that was the first thing he said.
He said everything went really well. Didn't need a rib. And
it was like, you know, just like this big relief that I wasn't going to have to go through a ton more. When I got home, you know, the pain set in, but it was one of those things where went to bed, woke up the next day, and it was like I got out of bed and made it to the couch and pretty much like laid on the couch for 18 hours, you know, feeling like I was in the worst bar fight ever and looking like it too. The first week of recovery was fine. I knew my eye was going to get pretty nasty, and it did. The issue was, you know, the tumor had been pushing my eye out of my head. When my eyelid couldn't close all the way, the dry eye got significantly worse and way more serious. And all of a sudden, it felt like just knives were just sticking in my eye. And then I would get these like throbbing, ridiculous headaches. You know, I have a really high tolerance for pain. That was insane. It affected everything. It affected my mood. You know, I went down the rabbit hole hard. And I think a lot of it was because I could not manage it. There was nothing I could do. I had a real hard time getting out. You know, I kept trying to say, suck it up, Monica, and deal. And I just couldn't. I couldn't. I'm not as strong as everybody seems to think I am. And that's okay. I didn't have a choice. This is what I was given. This is what I got to deal with. When the temperature got really cold, I remember, I think it was 17 degrees, but I bundled up and I hit the door and I went for a walk. Didn't realize I was going to walk 5 miles. And when I got home, it was like this poof. My head opened up. I was physically tired, not mentally tired. And that was the door or the hatch to get out of the rabbit hole. I'm taking my life back in whatever way I possibly can. It's my life. I want it back. I'm going to do what I have to do, though, this time, as much as I possibly can, to do it right and make my well-being a priority in that life, because it might save it.